dumbfucks, and today we're gonna try and follow a Bob Ross tutorial. So basically, just found out about Bob Ross, which is pretty late considering I used to paint, but I didn't know about Bob Ross. I just heard about him, but I never watched any of his tutorials. And a few nights back, I just fell into a rabbit hole of all Bob Ross tutorials. He does it so well, and he portrays it so easy that it blows my mind. I used to be an artist. I used to draw. I used to paint, but it's been a while. It's been like a few years since I painted. I would consider myself as a non-artist, to be honest, because it's been a while, like years, but that's up for debate. I'm just trying to see, can a beginner to art follow a Bob Ross tutorial as easy as it's shown? Okay, I think before I get to it, I have to mention I don't have the tools necessary. Like, okay, so I have brushes. I have a bunch of brushes, but they're not good quality and they're really old. As you can see, most of these are, I don't know if you can see, like they have paint still on. I never clean my brushes, so yeah, and yeah, they're not good brushes. So it's going to be hard. I don't have many of the necessary tools per se. And another thing is I don't have proper paints. I'm really not prepared for this, but yeah. I do have paints which are acrylic, but they're tiny paints. They're acrylic, but they're multi-surface paints for wood and craft work. So I'm gonna be using these paints, which is gonna affect the painting, the process, the finished painting and everything, but hopefully we can get through this, I guess. So I'm trying to paint Reflections of Calm, which is season 31, episode 1. Basically, I've seen, like, from the videos I've seen, he usually paints a layer of white on top of the canvas and keeps it wet so the paints go on smoother, but I don't have I don't have that. I don't have the white liquid. I don't have the liquid white I need or a primer. So we're gonna skip that. None of these paints have their names on them. So how do I know what color am I using? Oh no. Oh no, no, no. I don't know if you can see this, but it does not look good. Okay, voiceover next here. Hello again. So basically, I started out with a really dark blue color, and I kind of followed what Bob Ross did, but obviously, I couldn't really get to what he did because I didn't have a bigger brush. And here you can see me use water to blend it out, and I didn't know that you shouldn't use water on a canvas, so you can see that mess. Yeah, it's not going well. The whole paint is dripping down and it does not look good, but I really couldn't do anything. I just had to keep going on, and I had to keep putting more water because my paint would not blend. So that's where we were at. Now enjoy me trying to get paint out of these stupid bottles. It isn't working. It isn't working. I got nothing. I have defective paints, okay? I have defective paints. Nothing's coming out. Nothing. It's there, but it isn't coming out. Oh, and by the way, he's dead? Bob Ross is dead? He's he's like the Steve Irwin of art, and he's dead. I didn't know he was dead. It was a really sad day for me yesterday. Now, now I got towards working on the water, which I kind of mixed the blue I use for the sky as well as another blue, and I think it was fine. The color it doesn't look that bad, but I had made a severe lapse in judgment on how much paint I needed. So what I had mixed was not enough. It was nowhere close to enough. But the thing was, I didn't the but the thing was one of the shades of blue I used was not enough. So there was a problem with that. So I resorted to using more water to try and get the paint to cover more of the surface. And that was one of the other reasons why I didn't cover the whole canvas. I left a little bit of space down at the bottom because I didn't have enough paint to cover the top half. There's no way I was going to be able to complete the bottom half too. So somehow I did get the paint to last to cover enough of the canvas to make it look like water. And yeah, this is how it looked. It didn't look bad, but nor did it look good. Then we move on to making the mountains at the back, which it started off well. Like from it started off well. I kind of got it, even though he was using like a knife, or I don't know what that's called, and I was using a brush instead because I didn't have what was needed, the knife thing. I don't know what it's called. Help me. Yeah, it didn't turn out bad. It actually looks pretty good, but I obviously got the colors wrong because I had to mix some paint to get that specific color, and I didn't have those paints. So over here, he's basically adding reflections on the mountains, but right now I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. So basically, I messed up real bad. So this is what we have. It does not look bad, right? But so this is basically supposed to be somewhere here, and I'm supposed to make reflections over here. A lot of gap. So I'm wondering, what can I do? I was thinking I can make another mountain range over here. Would that make things better? And like another mountain range like that, and then we add reflections. Like make it my own piece, if you will. You know, we can try that. So I go forward and make another mountain range, a bigger one, which is more darker. I just use black and I just make the mountains. But later on, this actually messes the whole thing up because I hadn't watched the whole video. I didn't know what the finished result I was looking for was. So so due to making the new mountain range, I really couldn't add the other things that Mr. Bob Ross did in the video. But I think it looks good. I'm not gonna lie. Like it does need work, but I think for but I think at the moment it looked good. And now you can see Boss had made a few trees or like a grove. So I tried doing that, but obviously I messed up the colors again. But it didn't look that bad until I started adding the reflections in the water of the grove, which messed it up completely. I wish I never did that, but hey, we can't do anything now. I have to stop myself here because I can't paint. I want to say I really tried, but I didn't. I didn't give it my best. I'll be honest, I didn't give it my best. So the problems lie in me not having proper paints, not having proper brushes, not having a proper canvas. I don't know. I'm just blaming everything else now. I don't know, man. I can't do this. Okay, I'll show you what I have. Thought that I could do it, and it was looking alright. Like, it started bad, but we fixed it. I fixed it. And then I just ruined it again, because honestly, I couldn't get any of the paints to mix and get proper color. So I should have been more prepared for this, but honestly, oh, I just dropped the canvas. Give me a second. Yeah, but honestly, I was lazy. I was just lazy. I have no other explanation for that. So I'll show you what we have right now. Which is, you know what? It's not bad. For painting after 3 or 4 years, and never, I've painted once on a canvas, if I remember well, but all the other times have been glass paints and watercolor, abstract watercolor. So I've never really done sceneries that much, and I draw more than I paint. I'm good with character design and all of that. Now I'm making excuses again. But yes, we have this. So yeah, I'm gonna end this video here. Was this a success? No, it wasn't. But you know, I still think it isn't bad. Like, I don't think it's bad. I'll be honest, I don't think it's bad. Thank you for watching, you little gremlin. Subscribe. Please. And don't give me constructive criticism in the comments, I will cry. Yeah.